Okay, and the final one that we've got here, similar to before, we could try to factorize it at first. We could use quadratic formula, but you might remember I said we can actually use completing the square to help us solve quadratics as well. So I'm just going to show you this method for this one as well. But yeah, it is sometimes possible to use multiple methods, and then you just pick your preferred one. So yeah, let's have a look at how we do this one by completing the square. So remember from last lesson, we first of all need to halve the minus 30 to give us minus 15. And then from there, we subtract 15 squared or minus 15 squared, which will turn positive anyway. That's going to be subtracting 225. But then remember, we've actually got this minus 100 there, haven't we? And it's still equal to 0 as well. We'll simplify it down. So we're going to have x minus 15 all squared minus 325 equals 0. Now from here, all that we're actually going to do is try to make x the subject, try and get x on its own, and we can do it in just a few steps. So first of all, I'm going to move that 325 over to the other side of the equation, which will make it positive. And my next step to getting x on its own is to get rid of the bracket, which means I need to get rid of the squared because the whole bracket is being squared. And what is the inverse of squaring? Of course, it is square rooting. So we're going to have x minus 15 equals the square root of 325. And let me just rub some of this out so I've got a little bit more room to write here. Just remember though as well, when you square root a number, you actually get a positive answer and a negative. If you're struggling to think about why, think about when you square root something simple like 16. Yes, the answer's 4, but the answer's also minus 4, because minus 4 times minus 4 is 16, and 4 times 4 is 16. So you get two answers. That's what happens here with our square root of 325 as well. Final step then. So what I've got at the moment is x minus 15 equals plus or minus the square root of 325. Final step, I just need to move this minus 15 over to the other side. So I get 15 plus or minus the square root of 325. And that's how you get your two solutions to the quadratic. So one of them is 15 plus the root 325, and one of them is 15 minus the root 325. And if you want to, you can convert those into a decimal using your calculator. But leaving them in surd form like that is actually more accurate. That is an exact form.